It is almost time to begin. Count Bardula, what are you doing here?
I was just having a nap behind the chair to avoid the daylight. Children of the night, what sweet music they make. Fly, my pretty.
You are just in time to witness I, Dr. Frankengoose, bring my creation to life.
What is all this commotion happening here?
And you are?
Hex the Enchantress is my name, and my game is double toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Just Hex, no creative play on your name?
Well, Hex is already a name that's inspired by witchcraft. And, didn't you hear? I'm an enchantress.
Even so, I don't think it's a very creative name.
It's plenty creative. I'm Hex the Enchantress.
Take your seats. I'm about to bring my creation to life. It's alive!
Is it alive?
Certainly charged up.
Welcome to Good Game Spawn Point. Me is Darren Stein.
I am Hex the Enchantress.
I am Count Bardula.
And I am Dr. Frankengoose.
Coming up in our big Halloween special, we're going to review a spooky indie game called Extreme Exorcism.
And we run from menacing creepers in Minecraft story mode.
I'm scared already.
Darren Stein, it's time for your challenge.
Negative. Today I have a terrifying Darren Stein's dungeon challenge for both of you later in the show.
Well, I better be off to read the news. Darren Stein, please try not to break anything.
No promises.
Dr. Victor Frankengoose here with all this spooky news. Well, actually, it's just normal news. New details continue to emerge on Nintendo's next console, codenamed the NX. This time, the American newspaper The Wall Street Journal has reported that development kits for the console are already being sent out to game developers. The story suggests Nintendo is aiming to release the new console towards the end of next year. They also revealed the kits have industry-leading hardware that could potentially outperform both the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. It also appears the NX will consist of both a dedicated home console and a mobile handheld unit that can be used to play games on the go. Market research group Newzoo has ranked the top 100 national video game markets in the world, and China has taken the #1 spot, narrowly beating out the United States of America. China spent approximately $30.5 billion on video games in the past year, while America spent $30.2 billion. Australia came in at number 14 on the list, spending about $1.6 billion, placing us just behind Mexico but above Taiwan. And scraping in at the bottom of the list at number 100, Nepal. And that's all the news for this week. Now, back to my laboratory to cook up a delicious surprise.
Thanks, Dr. Frankengoose, for the spooky news.
Relax, you two. It's just some ghosts.
Ghosts? They're freaking me out.
We need an exorcism, Hex. Would garlic work? I have this garlic bread.
No, garlic's for vampires. What we need is some holy water. Well, this is just regular water, but we could get Kerry to bless it.
I don't think we have time, Hex. What are we gonna do?
Not to worry. We can just play the game Extreme Exorcism.
Extreme Exorcism is a 2D shooter that puts you in control of a group of Ghostbusters called in to deal with a haunted mansion. But when you get there, the only problem is a haunted chair, which should make this the easiest game ever. But of course, there's a twist.
Affirmative. Defeating the possessed chair is only the start of your problems, because as soon as you do, you'll face off against your own ghost.
You can then defeat your ghost
But doing that just triggers another wave where you face both the original ghost and a new one at once. There's a lot to get your head around.
Yeah, and it only gets more intense in the later waves when these tiny levels are filled with ghosts. Thankfully though, because these are all your ghosts, that gives you an important advantage.
Affirmative. Each new ghost that's added is simply replaying exactly what you did in a previous wave. So if you stood still on a platform for a few seconds, you can take advantage of that knowledge and ambush the ghost there.
To help you keep track of which ghost is which, the most recent ghost is wearing a crown, and defeating it ends that round. But even with all that help, it's still pretty hard to stay alive.
Yeah, especially if you're a bit trigger happy in previous rounds. Each ghost will also replay the attacks you did, and the game lets you carry and fire 3 weapons at once, so you can end up dodging more bullets than ghosts if you're not careful.
Even with my robotic reflexes, I struggle to stay on top of the action when there are more than 10 ghost replays to work around. Luckily, the game does provide you with one way to permanently erase the ghosts with its Exorcism power-up. Timing your exorcism just right can help you reduce the ghosts to a more manageable number.
Yeah, that power-up was a lifesaver. As well as chasing high scores in the main wave mode, there's also a challenge mode, which gives you very specific objectives, like restricting you to just one weapon, or asking you to survive against a set number of ghosts at once.
Well, I thought the challenges gave the game some much needed variety, because the wave mode can get a bit samey.
Yeah, it's a super clever concept to have you fighting your own clones, but you're right, it never really evolves beyond that original idea. I had some good fun with the multiplayer though, so I can see that keeping things interesting. Guys, I'm gonna give this 3.5 out of 5 rubber chickens.
I'm giving it 3 rubber chickens.
Now it's time for you two to face the ultimate Darren Stein Dungeon Challenge! Follow me.
Okay, Darren, what do we do now?
Yeah, and why is it so dark?
Well, as part of the Darren Stein Dungeon Challenge, I've prepared the Good Game office to be a spooky obstacle course. All will become clear once you make it to the end.
Okay, so do we just go in?
Affirmative. But beware of danger.
Well, after you, Hex.
Oh.
Spiderwebs are so sticky!
It's terrifying.
Hey! Bajo, look!
Oh, yes! We can carve our way out, Hex!
Good idea!
Let's go for it! Nailed it. Oh, it's just the office skelly.
Hello, Bajo, Hex. Ah, you found me equipment. Give it back.
Oh, sure, Skelly.
Thanks. But your trials are not over. You shall not pass unless you answer me these riddles 3.
Oh.
3 riddles? That'll take ages.
How about one really hard one?
All right, sure.
Listen carefully. It's right behind you and creaks on the ground. It follows you home, but does not make a sound. What is it?
Oh,
Yeah, it's a shadow.
shadow.
Yeah. Is that the hardest one you've got, Skelly?
Well, it's been a while since I've done this. I suppose you can go on. Say hi to Darren for me.
we will. Bye. Bye, Skelly.
Bye.
Bye.
Make sure to consume plenty of calcium.
You look trim, mate.
Oh, thanks.
Ah, we've reached the treasure, Hex. That wasn't such a spooky obstacle course after all.
I don't remember Darren Stein mentioning anything about treasure, Bajo.
Well, I think we probably should open it. It is treasure after all.
Okay.
All right, what we got?
Darren, that's an actual ghost.
Oh, don't worry, it was just a hologram. Lasers aren't my only specialty, you know.
Well, you scared us so much, Darren.
Oh, that was kind of the point. Now that you're sufficiently rattled, you can attempt to answer my Darren's Halloween Challenge trivia question.
Oh, well played, Darren Stein.
Cycle up those brain cells.
Get on with it.
The location, Evershade Valley, appears in what spooky-themed video game?
Oh, Evershade Valley, that sounds so familiar.
Yeah. We'll have a think about this, Darren, at the Ask Spawn Point desk, and we'll catch up with you later.
No, I suppose that's acceptable. Off you go then. Don't step on any spiders.
Ah, spiders!
They're everywhere.
Welcome to the Ask Spook Point desk. That was beautiful, Count Bardula.
Oh.
All right, well, how about we go with this one, who's from Sam in Wynyard, Tasmania. Hi, I just wanted to know if any of you've seen Herobrine in Minecraft without having the mod. Is he as scary as they say? Well, Sam, personally, no, I've never seen Herobrine while playing the normal, unmodded version of Minecraft. He's just a made-up urban legend, so if anyone tells you they've run into him, they're probably just trying to scare you a bit.
Hex, I heard if you say his name, he'll come and haunt your favourite save files and destroy all your houses and buildings.
Come on, Count Bardula, you don't really believe in Herobrine, do you?
He might hear you! Herobrine!
It's just the phone.
Huh. What if Herobrine's calling, though? Hello? Count Bardula residence?
Hello, Bardula. It's just me, Darren Stein. I couldn't help but overhear you discussing the curse of Herobrine.
But it's just a myth, Darren Stein.
I know, Hex, it's all too real. You see, if you say his name out loud 3 times in a row while looking into a nether portal, the spirit of Herobrine will begin to haunt your game.
Oh no! What happens if he gets into your game, Darren?
Oh, all sorts of strange things will happen. Small tunnels will appear in odd places, and then all the trees will lose their leaves.
How is that meant to be scary?
Oh, it gets worse. After a while, you'll begin to find items are missing from your chests and have been replaced with spiders' eyes, while pieces of your furniture will suddenly start to be moved to strange places.
You know what? That actually doesn't sound too bad.
Oh, but wait, it gets even worse. One day you'll find all your buildings will be gone, replaced only by small pyramids. Then, when you're least expecting it, you'll turn around and... boom! There he is, right behind you. Your game will crash and your save file will be... corrupt.
No, none of that is true, Darren Stein. Look, I'll prove it, okay? Look, here's another portal.
No, Hex, you're playing with fire!
Herobrine.
Don't do it, Hex!
Herobrine! See, nothing!
Hex, what have you done? We're cursed now for sure! Darren Stein, how do we break the curse?
Oh, there's only one way to break such a curse, Count Bardula. First, you must create an iron golem to pass the curse over to, then sacrifice him into a pool of lava to cleanse your world of Herobrine's spirit.
Alright, give me a second. Alright, now how do I give him the curse?
You must say the words, Alakazam, Alakazoo, I pass the curse of Herobrine on to you.
Okay. Alakazam, Alakazoo, I pass the curse of Herobrine on to you!
Now, cast him into the pit of lava.
Okay, sorry, Golem guy. Darren Stein, it's done.
Not quite, Bardula. There is one final step. You must now sacrifice yourself to the lava while shouting, Removed Herobrine.
Okay, here I go. Removed Herobrine!
Seriously, guys, there is no such thing as Herobrine.
I know. I just wanted to see Count the Tube jump into lava. Goodbye.
Oh, man, he got you good. See, I told you there is no Herobrine.
I had a full set of diamond armor, Hex, on that guy. Full set!
Well, maybe next time you should listen to me and not Darren. But let's move on to this one from Freddy Fazbear, who is in Freddy Fazbear's Pizza in Victoria. You were like, removed Herobrine.
Hey, Gigi, I have a very serious question to ask. And if you do not answer, I will jump scare you while you sleep. Why have not reviewed any FNAF games at all? FNAF is a very popular game, and still you didn't review it. Why? And remember, I said I will come to your house and scare the living daylights out of you if you not answer this question. From Freddy Fazbear. I'm totally going to get Darren back for that one somehow, Hex. Oh, I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to look up the answer to this week's challenge and tell all the spawnlings.
No, Bajo, that's cheating.
And the answer is Luigi's Mansion. Evershade Vale is from Luigi's Mansion.
Oh, well, now the challenge is ruined.
He ruined my diamond armor.
All right, well, can we just answer the question now?
Yeah, all right, go ahead.
Okay, well, Freddy Fazbear. We actually get a lot of emails from you spawnlings asking us to review those games, so we know a lot of you are big fans of them.
Indeed, but the simple answer is those games have been rated MA 15+ for strong horror themes, so they're not really appropriate for us to review here on Spawn Point.
Yeah, that's right. And if you are into more mature games like that, then we do look at those sorts of titles on our big show, but make sure you ask your grown-ups to see if it's okay to watch it. But we do like to keep things a little less scary here on Spawn Point. But moving on now to this one from the King of Scares, who is in Scaresville, Queensland.
Oh, that sounds scary,
It
Hex.
does sound scary. Boom! Bet I scared you guys. Should I get Terraria on my console because I already have Minecraft? Bajo, do these. Hex, do these. You guys rule, and the spawnlings should really stop calling Darren a noob. Answer my question, or I will scare you for the rest of your lives. King of Scares out.
Well, that was a less scary question than I was expecting from the King of Scares.
Well, he did shout boom. Well, anyway, I'd say you should absolutely get Terraria even if you already have Minecraft.
Yeah, they're similar in a few ways, but they're still very different games. So having one doesn't mean you should not have the other.
And if you enjoy the exploring and the creativity you get in Minecraft, then you'll definitely find a lot to love about Terraria. But anyway, I think that's all the spooky time we have for this week. But if you'd like to ask us something, then you can go here and send in your question.
Shall I play us out, Hex?
Okay. Doesn't sound spooky at all.
Minecraft is one of the most popular games out there and a Spawnling favorite, but it's never really had a story. That is, until now. We present to you Minecraft Story Mode.
Reuben, run!
Minecraft Story Mode is an episodic point-and-click adventure game developed by Mojang and Telltale, who are known for their rich, high-stakes storytelling.
You play as Jesse, a young builder with a thirst for adventure. Right at the beginning, you get to choose what Jesse looks like, and this is a really nice addition, I thought.
After winning a competition to have your creation shown off at EnderCon, you and your friends stumble into some trouble. Your only hope is to reunite the Order of the Stone, a legendary group of adventurers who once defeated the Ender Dragon.
But luckily, you have a few friends to help you out on this quest, including the hulking Axel, fierce Petra, and cute Reuben.
Oh, Reuben, what a good piggy. And how good was his Ender Dragon costume? Almost as fearsome as your costume, Darren.
Oh, you're too kind, Tex. But speaking of fearsome things, there's all sorts of spooky characters. Zombies. Skeletons. Spiders. Creepers. Oh my. It's a dangerous world out there.
It sure is, Darren, and it gets even more dangerous when a new monster is born. A Witherstorm.
With a storm.
Yes. The Witherstorm is an enormous monster born from a wither that consumes everything in its wake. I love this creature. It's such a formidable foe.
Yeah, with his tractor beams and tentacles. So scary. But even though Witherstorms don't exist in normal Minecraft, it still works.
And they've changed a few things here and there to allow them to tell the story. For example, Axel is bigger than a standard Minecraft character.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how that affects things later on. But even so, it feels like you're living out something inside the Minecraft universe, which is awesome.
Yeah, the graphics are so classic and the whole game is really stylish. I really liked how items hovered above the ground when dropped, or changed size after being placed down, just like in the game. Even the menus looked great.
And it wouldn't be Minecraft without some crafting. I loved seeing that familiar crafting table, using recipes I already know. And there's a little bit of freedom with it as well.
There's a crafting table, maybe we can make something useful.
For example, I could tell I was supposed to craft a bow and arrow, but I knew I could make a fishing rod with these ingredients, so obviously I did. The story still progressed in the same way, but I was happy to see that I could do it.
They've adapted the controls quite well, and fans will have no trouble whipping up something. The crafting is obviously nowhere near as complex as in the original game, but it's a nice nod.
Yeah, and there's lots of those. From the way the wooden sword breaks after a few hits, to the discussion they have over what kind of shelter to build.
We should hurry. I say we build a treehouse.
That'll take forever, and we'll be exposed while we do it. We just need a quick and dirty hut.
Look, whatever it is, we gotta do it fast.
They've definitely stayed true to the source material, haven't they, guys?
Affirmative. But what did you think about the gameplay?
Well, there are some light puzzles to solve, but they don't take very long. I mean, I didn't even really solve this one. I just sort of hit switches until it solved itself.
Wow.
And most of the gameplay involves making conversational choices and completing QuickTime events, with a little bit of walking around.
And the game leads you through all these areas quite quickly to let you get on with the story.
Nothing built can last forever, Gabriel.
Ivor, no!
Creature, attack!
And this might sound like a negative, but it's actually a really good thing because the narrative is the hero of this game.
Affirmative. However, it is important to note that this is still only the first episode of 5, and it's difficult to gauge what will have consequence and what won't. Telltale games are known for having profound and unpredictable consequences from choices made in earlier chapters, down the line, and this enhances playability. However, you can't buy this episode by episode. Depending on the platform, you either have to buy all 5 straight away, or episodes 2 to 5 in a block. This is a fairly large commitment to make, but what's here so far looks promising.
Yeah, it's hard to tell where this game is actually going to go, but I'm excited about learning more about these relationships and watching the tension snowball to see what happens. I'm giving it 3 out of 5 rubber chickens.
The story's really interesting and it feels true to the Minecraft universe. Plus, I really like the characters, so I've enjoyed what I've played so far. I'm giving it 3.5 out of 5 rubber chickens.
Well, we're almost at the end of the show, but Darren, please, the answer to your challenge.
Well, I would have revealed it now if you hadn't already looked it up and told the spawnlings.
Yeah, well, I'd still have my diamond armor if you hadn't made me jump into the lava.
Yeah, all right, guys, that's all the time we have for our epic Halloween special this week. We'll be back to our normal selves next week when we take to the track once more with Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed.
And we will guide an amorphous organism through some brain-bending puzzles in Mushroom 11.
Now, Darren, last week you said where there's celebration, there's...
Cake! Oh, Dr. Frankengoose! Please bring in the celebratory Halloween cake!
Something I've been cooking up in the labs.
Oh, excellent. Thank you, Dr. Frankengoose. Oh, it's quite a Halloween take on a Schwarzwälder Kirschtorte.
Oh, well, it looks delicious, Darren Stein. But until next time, may all your games be good ones. Hex the Enchantress out!
Count Budula out!
Dr. Frankengoose out.
Darren Stein out!
How is it?
Pumpkin spice.
Oh, yeah.